Hello YouTubers, so here we have the Samsung W200, and what I'm going to do is just take you around it. We'll have a look at the various different bits and bobs on it, and then I shall take you through the different settings that's actually on the camera. So let's get started. We'll start with the front, I think. First off, we've got the BSI CMOS sensor, and we have the microphone there, and the little emblem on the front, and this sort of funny kind of front, which I think is quite good. I do like that about that, because it gives you a little bit of grip, which I think is groovy. Then on the side we have the power button and the charge light, and that's pretty much it. Nothing on the top. And then on this side we have the door for the HDMI socket, the reset button, and the micro SD card slot. These doors I think are pretty good. It reminds me of the original PlaySport. So then on the bottom we have the USB door. Now the only thing that puts me off about this is the only way you can charge it is via this USB arm. Now if that USB arm breaks, then you can't charge the camera and you're stuffed. At least with the Kodak cameras, if the USB arm broke, you could still charge it, and you could take the SD card out. Obviously you can take the SD card out of this, but if this breaks, then you're stuffed really. But then you do get the option to have 3 years warranty on this if you register it online, so I suppose that's pretty good. And then obviously you've got your tripod mount. I do like these little doors. Whether they're the same as the Kodak Play Sport, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see on that one. And then obviously lastly you've got the little lanyard thing there where you can put your strap on. Then we've got the back. You've got the speaker here, the pause button, the delete button, the play mode button, the menu button that gets you into the settings, zoom in and out, display on and off, and then you've got your waterproof mode and your record OK button. And then here we've got the button that switches between stills and video. So let's turn it on and have a little look. Boots up pretty fast, I would say, which is quite nice. There you can see the smart mode filter, which you can't change. I have tried to change it, but you can't. And I think it might be why there's a little bit of hunting going on in low light. Whether it does it in normal lighting, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to test that yet. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so let's go into the settings. So here you've got the resolutions. Why it's 25 frames per second, I don't know. You've only got 1080p and 720p. But then if you're coming from the flip, then having the 1080p is actually an extra thing, which isn't too bad. I don't really know what the 1080p is like yet because I haven't tested it. I'm hoping to be able to test that today. So let's go to the next one. Here you have your smart filter. This is just the colour effects. I don't think it's got anything to do with the actual automatic smart filter that comes on. So you've got normal, classic, retro, fisheye and all that sort of stuff, which is lovely jubbly. There you have your backlight option, face detection, image stabilization. Then you've got your settings where you can set the date and various other different things. Right, so you've got your power, auto power off, PC software, format your memory card, various other different things, and then back to the resolutions again. So there you go, that's for the video. Now let's have a look at the settings for the camera. So we press menu to get into it. So there you have your resolutions. Now there are quite a few resolutions on here, which I think is good. So it gives you the choice to be able to choose different ones. Plus the fact, like I said in one of my other videos, that you can actually take a still while you're recording, which I think is rather groovy. So there you have your colour effects there, backlight, face detection, image stabilization. Then we have the settings that we had in the video mode, and then back to resolution again. So that's the stills, settings. Now, this has got to be my favourite bit about this camera. Go into play mode. Now look at that. It's actually playing back the clip that I just recorded. So you can actually see which clip it is and a little snippet of what the clip is, which I think is absolutely brilliant. I don't know what this is like playing back on the TV. I haven't got a HDMI lead, so I'm not going to be able to test that out, unfortunately. But the fact that you can see this little clip going, I just think is absolutely brilliant. So you can, if you press the delete button, you can delete. Let's see about settings. Right, settings in play mode. We've got play mode, video, photo, select files to delete, protect them. Now here's the share mark. Now you can actually click to share so that basically you share it to YouTube, Facebook and all that sort of stuff. I think you have to use the software to do it properly. I will be having a look at the software later on. Select file information and it gives you the information there, how long and all that sort of stuff, which is rather groovy. Back to the settings, so share mode, information, then we've got the settings, which is the same as what they were before. So that's the settings for the play mode. Let's get out of play mode. So, and now we're back to the video mode. Now the one thing that's a bit weird about this button here is that it's got a double click. Now if I just click it once, nothing happens. Yeah, so I don't know why it's got the double click. I haven't really figured that one out yet. I'll have to have a look in the instructions to see why it's got the double click. That's pretty much it. There isn't much else to do. The pause button is there, which is really groovy. So if we record, so it's recording now, press the pause button and it pauses it. Lovely, lovely, jabbly, and then we press pause again and it starts to record again, which I think is absolutely brilliant. The share mode you've actually got to use in the settings while you're in play mode. You can't actually use the share button while it's recording. If I press the share button now, nothing happens. So you've got to do the share option in the settings itself. Okay, so you know, it is a nice little camera so far, and I have liked what it's been able to do so far, but it's still early days yet. I haven't really had time to be able to do some good daytime shots, but I am hoping to be able to do those today. So there you go, that's my little walk around the Samsung W200. Hopefully I will be doing some daytime shots next in 1080p and 720p. But until then, I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I'll do some more later on. Okay, bye bye for now.